Hi everyone, welcome back to my lab in today's video, which is going to be my April favorites. If you're not new to my channel, you probably noticed that I uploaded my March favorites a little bit later. I would say maybe about 2-3 weeks ago. And so as such, there are a lot of products in that video that I've been loving through April. And so if you're interested in seeing more products that I've been loving, then I'll link that video up in the cards and I invite you to check that out as well. In this video, I didn't want to repeat myself, so I'm going to include products that I have been loving since that post. I have a few makeup items, a few skincare items, as well as a few lifestyle favorites because you have mentioned that you enjoy when I include those products in my favorites videos. So let's go ahead and get started. Some of these products are products that I rediscovered through my monthly makeup basket series, and I've been loving doing that so much because if I don't cycle through my makeup collection, I find that I'm always focusing on what's new and wanting to buy more and more products, when in actuality I have beautiful products that perform just as well, if not better, than some of the new items that are coming on the market. And so I'm really just rediscovering some old favorites, and I wanted to share those as well. One of those products is the Benefit Cheekathon palette. This palette is actually, I would say, first in a series that they did. I think that they did the Cheekathon, and then they did Cheek Parade, and now they're on something else. I'm not sure what the new one is called. This one is actually no longer available, but they have released a new one since then that includes a couple of the products that are in this palette, as well as some of the new products to the Benefit Cosmetics line, and so that one may actually be more relevant to you right now. This is the one that I have, and so this is the one that I wanted to share. It does have Benefit Hoola, which works okay for my skin tone. It's a little bit light. It's not my favorite bronzer, but I can make it work. What I do prefer are the different blushes that are included. There's Dandelion, Dallas, and Corlista. I love a matte peachy blush, and so Corlista is really nice in that regard. Also, I've heard Jam Beauty 89 mention Dallas blush very frequently, and I didn't realize that I had it in this palette all along. I've always wanted to try it, and now I have, and it's actually a lovely blush. It's funny because it doesn't look that different than the bronzer, maybe a little more red tone. It makes a beautiful blush and I really enjoy it. Dandelion is a beautiful soft pink, and then you have Rockateur. So the new version of the palette, I believe, repeats Hoola and Rockateur, but then it has new blushes that it's included. I think California is included, as well as their most recent addition to their collection, which I think is called Gold Rush. And so if you pick up that palette, then you're trying out some of their newer products. I think it's a great deal to pick it up in a palette because the individual boxes, I think, are about $30 and the palettes run about $60. I will leave all the information in the description box, and I will definitely link the new version of this palette because I think that if you don't have a lot of the products that are in the palette as individuals, then it could be a more cost-effective way to try a lot of Benefits products. Another product that I rediscovered in my collection, and I am really late to this, is the Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipstick, and I have mine in the shade Bow and Arrow. This is such a beautiful nude. And it's funny because on a lot of people it looks a little more cool tone, like a taupey nude, but my lips are very highly pigmented, and on me it looks like a neutral nude, and it's also pigmented enough that it doesn't give me that dead look. I have to be super careful about the nudes that I pick up because if they're too light, they do make me look sort of like a zombie, and it's just not flattering. But this shade actually really is. I wore it in a couple of my videos, and a couple of you really liked the way it looked, and I did too. I was really enjoying this lipstick, and it's funny because I don't wear the Kat Von D liquid lipsticks that often because I thought that they were a little bit more drying. I have this shade, and this one, because it has a little bit of that white pigment, I find is a lot more drying and a little bit more streaky. I didn't have any trouble with this one. I did apply a lip balm before I started applying my makeup, and then I put this over top, and it worked beautifully. It dried down beautifully, and it lasted really well throughout the day. So I know I'm late to the party, but I really love this one. Again, that's the Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipstick in the shade Bow and Arrow. Another rediscovered item is this Wet n Wild single eyeshadow, and this one is in the shade Brulee. I know that they've since repackaged this, but I have one of the old ones, and this is just a very sort of beigey shadow. I use this to set my eyeshadow base, and I find it really helpful. If you're the type of person that doesn't like to see pan in your eyeshadow palettes and you're using like the same cream tone shade to set your base, maybe just keep this handy off on the side and use this instead, because typically you don't hit pan on some of those other shades, and so your eyeshadow palette will stay looking a little bit newer longer. I just think that this is really handy to have on the side. It's perfect for setting the eyeshadow base, and other products blend really nicely over it. It's only $1 and it lasts forever. I mean, it's just a great product. Another thing that I recently hauled in an Ulta haul, and I also included in my monthly makeup basket, are the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzers. The one that I love is in the shade Pearl, which is funny. I didn't think I was gonna like this one that much because if you look at it in the pan, it's very white. It looks very white and it looks like it would be a little bit too light for my skin tone. And that's the reason why I picked up a lot of the other shades. I also have the shade Rose Gold, Pink, and Champagne. Champagne is the shade that I'm wearing on my cheeks today. And what I found about these is that, first of all, they're very intense. They work really well for a highlighter base. If you want to use a cream highlighter and then apply a powder highlighter over it, you get such intensity if you prefer that kind of highlight. You can also wear this on its own for sure, and that's the way I'm wearing it today. But again, I'm wearing this shade Champagne, which is a little bit more gold. And the interesting thing that I find about this, first of all, the formula feels very wet when you apply it. It really feels like butter, so it's very appropriately named. It's like rubbing oil or grease on your cheeks. I'm not sure if you have an oily skin type if you would like something like this, but I'm a dry skin type. It works really beautifully on me. And I actually apply it with just any typical kind of highlighting brush. I can use the Fenty Beauty brush, or I can use this one by Morphe. This is the M501, and that applies it beautifully as well. If you have a fair skin tone, I would say definitely get this shade or one of the lighter shades. I think they have another one that may be called Iridescent or something like that, because the others, they seem to have sort of a base pigment. And it's funny because I didn't think so, but when I apply the shade Champagne, I can definitely see a gold tone to the highlighter. I have a medium skin tone, so it works out well on my skin tone, but if you're very fair, I think that this might be too dark for you and give you sort of that striped look. On the other hand, if you have a deeper skin tone, I think you could wear all of them really, because this one, when I apply it, it just looks wet. It doesn't look like I put any color on my cheeks at all. It just looks wet, like literal like grease on my face. And so I think that you would be able to wear this just fine. And all of the others you would be able to wear as well if you have a deeper skin tone. So that's just something I wanted to point out if you were looking into these. Also, Physicians Formula is releasing a little butter palette which has a bronzer, a blush, and 2 highlighters that are limited edition along with like a fragrance. I just ordered it from the Physicians Formula website. I'll link it down below as well as insert a picture so you can take a look. But it's already available and they already shipped it. I'm really excited. It's gonna be a Walmart exclusive. I don't really have a lot of Walmarts near me, so it's a little bit harder for me to get to them, so I figured it'd be just safer to order from the Physicians Formula website, and so I will leave that link down below. One more makeup item that I've been loving is this Buxom, I don't know what these are called. What are these called? Full-on lip polishes, and I'm kind of new to the Buxom lip products. This one is in the shade Sugar, and it's just a mini that I got in like a Sephora favorite set. But one day I applied a liquid lipstick that was so drying, as well as those Nude Sticks matte lip pencils. I applied those as well, and when I put them on, they were so dry, they were so uncomfortable, and I applied this over top, and it was like such a relief. But then I noticed what a pretty color it was too. It makes your lips look really plump and a little more full. It has a little bit of shimmer, but not too much. It does have sort of a minty sensation to it as well. It's not a fruity scent or anything like that. It smells like butterscotch, but it goes on minty and you feel that cooling sensation. It doesn't tingle, at least I don't feel that it tingles, and I'm pretty sensitive to that kind of thing. I don't like lip products that tingle, but this doesn't bother me in any way, and it looks beautiful. And so I wanted to mention it in my favorites. That's everything that I had for makeup. There's nothing really that's new, but they were products that I've been really enjoying these last couple of weeks, and I wanted to share them with you, so that way if you have them in your collection already, bring them out and give them some love because they are really good products. The next 2 items that I have are skincare, and the first one that I have to mention is by Ole Henriksen. I practiced that. I don't know how I did, but you'll let me know in the comment section. I know people pronounce this name all different ways. I actually received this product for free, courtesy of Influenster. I'm a very small channel. I get nothing free. I don't even qualify for Octoly or anything like that, like you hear some people talk about, so I don't get any of that. Any products that I try or haul, I buy with my own money. And so I really appreciate it when I get selected for one of the Influencer Vox boxes. It doesn't happen too often, but I'm really grateful when I do, and this was one that I was selected to participate in. And you don't have to have a YouTube channel if you want to participate with Influenster, so I'll leave my link. It's always in the description box as well if you want to join. You just review a lot of products, and if you fit a specific profile, then they may send you some products to try in exchange for just your honest review. So I've already uploaded my review to Sephora.com, and I still have to do it on the Ole Henriksen website, but I'm really impressed with this. I've been using this for the entire month of April, and it's a vitamin C moisturizer. I have a dry skin type, as I've mentioned, and This particular product has 3 sources of vitamin C and rose winter extract. So according to the directions, you're supposed to apply it evenly to face and neck, AM and PM after the Truth Serum. I don't own the Truth Serum, so I've just been applying it after I use my toner, and I've been using it in place of my typical moisturizer. I noticed after about a week or so that the discoloration that I have on my cheeks, if you've seen any of my foundation reviews, you can see that I have some dark tinting on my cheeks from sun damage. This has lightened it considerably, and when I apply it to my skin looks instantly brightened, more plump, like it just looks more hydrated. And my makeup is looking a lot better. My only real complaint, oh, this smells amazing. It smells like a creamsicle, but like a medicine version of a creamsicle maybe. Like orange flavored vitamins, something like that. My only complaint is with the container. I think that because it's in a jar, I always have to dig my hands in there, and I don't particularly like that because of my nails. Also, the jar is a little bit translucent, so light can definitely affect it. And I know that some variants of vitamin C are photosensitive, and so I'm not sure that this packaging really enhances the longevity of the product. It is labeled to have a 12-month shelf life, so that's definitely enough time for me to use it. I've had it for a month, and this is how much I've used. It looks pretty full, but I've actually got quite a dent going on in there. So yeah, my complaint is with the packaging. I think it could improve, put it in a squeezy tube or a pump. It is beautiful. It's definitely beautiful, but I don't know if it's maintaining the product inside. I'm kind of a skincare newbie, and so I'm starting to learn about it now, and I just was really impressed with this. I've tried quite a few things over the past year, just dabbling here and there, and there's been very few things that have given me results so quickly, and this was one of them. So I just wanted to share it with you in case you were interested in checking it out or picking up a sample. The next product is also a skincare item, and I've only used this for 2 weeks because you're only supposed to use it once a week. I know you've seen this on everybody's videos. I saw it, I was so interested in it. I have just a little mini version that came in my Acid Trip Drunk Elephant tester kit that I picked up during the VIB sale, and I tried it. I tried it twice, and oh my goodness, the hype is real with this one. I don't know what I thought. I didn't think I was gonna see anything. A lot of people say that this tingles. I didn't feel any tingling. I wasn't sure if it was working, but on the first application, the place where I noticed the most difference was on my nose, of all places. Especially this time of year, I get really bad allergies, and I'm always scratching my nose, and I scratch my nose quite aggressively. It's not delicate at all. I'm like literally scratching my nose, and so my skin has gotten tougher sort of wherever it creases as I scratch my nose. And when I used this, that was gone. It was so smooth. It was like brand new skin. Like literally, that's what it's supposed to do. You're supposed to use this once a week for 20 minutes. I also noticed it on my forehead lines. It felt like my forehead lines were not as deep as they usually are. I've never seen anything take effect so quickly, so it didn't break me out. I also didn't feel any tingling with this. It smells really strongly of vinegar, at least to me, but this has 25% AHA, 2% BHA, and so it's supposed to be a chemical exfoliant to sort of get rid of any dead skin cells and also clean out your pores. I'm a believer in this now. I think that once I finish this, I probably will purchase the full size, and this is a pricey product. It's a Drunk Elephant. I don't think I even told you what it was. It's a TLC Sukari Baby Facial. Everybody puts this in their favorites. Everybody puts it in their wish list, and I'm glad I finally got to see what the hype is all about. It's a good one. I like it. I'm still shocked. I'm really surprised at how well it worked and the difference that I saw just on one use, and after the second one it just got progressively better. As I mentioned, I didn't feel any tingling. I'm not a sensitive skin type, and I didn't have any breakouts or anything like that, so I probably will continue to keep this in my skincare routine. So that's everything I had for makeup and skincare. I did want to share a couple of items that are more lifestyle favorites. I've still been sort of reorganizing my beauty area. This isn't actually a beauty room. It kind of looks like it might be a room, but it isn't. It's just a corner in a larger room. But in any case, I'm still trying to organize it and see, you know, what looks best. And I was working on my background a little bit. I used to have a picture back here, but with the lighting it would create a glare, and so I knew I wanted to replace it with something else, and I found this square shelf on Amazon. Actually, the first place where I saw it was on April Wanna Makeup, her channel, but she has it oriented vertically. And I've always really admired that shelf. And I went on Amazon just one night, I couldn't sleep, and I was just browsing. And I found a shelf that was so similar to it, and I found this one. I preferred it horizontally or landscape because of how I wanted to organize the products. I'll insert a little clip of close-up so you can see it a little bit better. But I really like the way that it looks, and I like the way it displays a lot of my makeup items. It was really inexpensive. I think it was about $30, and I received it in a very small box because the squares kind of nest one inside one another. The only thing is, I have to tell you that to put that thing up, it was a challenge. I had my boyfriend helping me, and it took us forever to decide if I wanted it horizontally or vertically. He liked it vertically, I liked it horizontally, but then of course you can have it horizontal that way or upside down. You can put it together a couple of different ways. If you mount it vertically, you're not gonna have any trouble. There's 2 notches. You basically put 2 nails in the wall and you hang it up. But this one, if you want to do it horizontally, the same notches, they are not horizontally aligned. So one will be like up here and the other one was here. And when we made our measurements, we knew the distance between them, but we assumed, I don't know why, I guess it was reasonable. The instructions did not say that they were offset. We just assumed that they were going to be at the same level, and so we drilled 2 holes, and then when we put the shelf up, it went like that. It was so frustrating. So when you see the close-up, you're probably gonna see a little hole where we drilled the first time and then we had to do it again. So if you decide to pick up the shelf, I'm just letting you know that you want to make sure and measure the distance between them and also the height difference between the 2 notches when you're gonna mount the shelf. If you do that, you'll have no trouble at all. It was pretty easy to put together afterwards, but just realizing that, it was annoying. It took us a lot longer than we thought it would, so just wanted to put that out there. It's a really pretty shelf. It comes in different colors. I think it comes in black as well, but I wanted the white one, so that way the things that are on it would be highlighted. I think it looks really pretty. I'm really liking it, so I'm happy with that one. And then the other thing is on this side of me over those glass containers, like here. It's kind of hard to see because the camera is focusing on me, of course, but I'll insert a close-up. And that is a repurposed nail polish rack. It's supposed to be for nail polishes, like in a nail salon, they display their nail polishes there, but I wanted it for my bullet lipsticks. And this one was a lot easier to mount. It just has a notch at the top and the bottom, and you just screw it right into the wall with 2 screws. It's a no-brainer. That one is a lot easier. And it's really pretty. I like it because it has the Tree of Life on it, and it's just perfect for displaying traditional bullet lipsticks. I'm going to be adding some more up there soon, but I'm still sort of reorganizing things. But I really like the way it looks, and I'm a lot happier with that than what I had up there before. Let me know what you think about them, or if you even noticed the difference. I don't know if you noticed, nobody said anything, but I did change that a couple of videos ago, and I like it. I think it looks good. I think that's everything for this video. I don't think I'm forgetting anything, but if I did, then it'll make its way into my May favorites. I hope you had a lovely, lovely month of April, and I hope that May is even better. If you celebrate, then happy Mother's Day in advance, or happy Mother's Day to your mom. I know that's coming up. I have some presents. I bought some lipsticks for my mom for Mother's Day, so I'm looking forward to that. It's starting to get warmer in Chicago. I will have a couple of glorious, glorious weeks off of work in May, and so I want to make some sort of challenge for myself for my upload schedule. I want to upload a lot more videos during that time frame because I enjoy it so much, but I only have limited time to work on my channel. I really want to increase productivity, and we're just a few subscribers from 4,000. I'm definitely gonna have a giveaway, so I bought some stuff. So my second Sephora VIB sale haul is coming up, and I bought a couple of things to put in my giveaway, including a Viseart palette, which I'm so excited because everybody loves Viseart palettes. I love Viseart palettes, and I wanted to share that with one of you as well. But yeah, that's basically everything that I have planned for May. Let me know what you have planned. What are your goals for May? And I wish you the very, very best of luck in achieving those goals. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I look forward to seeing you again very, very soon on my next one. Bye-bye.